Have you ever noticed someone who never posts online? No selfies, no updates, no highlight reels. In a culture built around visibility, that kind of silence can look strange. But psychology suggests it isn't random. It often reflects something deeper about how a person relates to confidence, identity, and control. Here's what the research actually points to. People with a strong privacy orientation tend to value control over how they're perceived. This isn't the same as being antisocial. It's a boundary, not a withdrawal. Where many people seek external validation through likes and comments, these individuals tend to rely more on internal validation. Their sense of worth isn't tied to an audience, and that's often a marker of quiet self-assurance. Research on self-concept clarity suggests that people who share less online often have a clearer, more stable sense of their own values and goals. That clarity makes them less reactive to trends and less prone to comparison. Their sense of satisfaction tends to come from internal benchmarks, not external reactions. Psychologists distinguish between fragile esteem, which depends on outside approval, and secure esteem, which doesn't. People who post less frequently often lean toward the latter. They're not trying to prove anything because there's less need to. This is typically associated with lower approval-seeking behavior and a stronger focus on real-world priorities. Finally, many of these individuals are simply aware how social media distorts reality. Social comparison theory explains why constant exposure to curated highlights can quietly erode self-esteem. By limiting their exposure and their contribution to that cycle, they're often protecting their own mental well-being, not avoiding connection. So, the next time you notice someone who doesn't post, don't assume it's shyness. It might be something closer to groundedness. They don't need to be seen to feel secure, and that, in itself, is a quiet form of confidence. If topics like this interest you, subscribe, because here we don't just scroll through people's lives, we try to understand them.